What's up, guys? This is Crushable. My name's Carl.
And I'm the Alchemist.
Today we've got Four Roses LE 2024 to go over. We're going to be comparing it to the 135th anniversary, which is that 2023 release. So we'll see how it stacks up. So immediately on the nose, to me, it's more like brighter fruit, like strawberry, cinnamon, shortcake.
Lots of cinnamon.
Whereas the 135th is more of that like grape tobacco.
It's a herbaceous kind of grassy note on the 2023 too. I don't know if it's just because this one's been open for a while too. Maybe some of the earthier qualities are coming through.
Yeah, I could see that. There's kind of a herbal quality and I wouldn't call it grassy though. I'd say like earthy, like compost almost.
Yeah, I mean, I'd put it in like the wet hay category or something. Not present on the flavor at all.
Yeah, on the palate I get orange peel, cherries, grapes, tobacco. There's nothing
Yeah.
grassy or earthy.
A lot of baking spice and tobacco on it. Not any kind of grassiness necessarily on the palate, but
Yep. The finish is lasting decently long, but it's not anything. It's not anything crazy.
yeah.
Cut off. We're gonna have enough space.
It's yeah, clove heat to it lingers. I mean that clove note just kind of sits in the palate, almost numbing.
Whoa, the 24 is way spicier. Loads of cinnamon, like red hot, going on. Tons of strawberry jam. Like a raspberry. Like tart, kind of like
Yeah.
that lemon zest.
Yeah. So a strong like pie crust note to it too.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it really heats up the tongue like the other one doesn't.
The other one is drinking. The 135th drinks like under proof, whereas
Yeah, they're both right about the same. They're just the difference is so crazy.
the 135th smells so much darker after taking a sip of the 24, but it's honestly missing something to me, like the added complexity. Does not make up for the spice that the 24 has.
Like a nice toffee note on this one. But it's like toffee in dark chocolate. Going back to the 23, it doesn't have, or the 135th, it just doesn't have that wet hay kind of earthiness I was getting before.
Yeah. And the second sip was better.
Mm-hmm.
The second sip was like blackberry, raspberry,
Yeah.
black currant,
Dark berries for sure.
and like some nice tobacco. Not like super strong, but present throughout the finish. Whereas the finish on the 24 was like more bready and more cinnamon.
You know, it's interesting that this one's so much tobacco, but none of the leather, I feel like, that usually comes with something that has enough age to get that like nice spicy tobacco note. This is like a mild tobacco with none of the leather accompaniment.
Wow, the 24 has such a better mouthfeel. It's like crazy, like mint, strawberry jam on like buttered white toast. Yeah, it's like minty, jammy, and spicy, and bready.
I get a ton of like rye spice on the nose now coming back to it. But I mean, I'll see when I come back to it, but I don't feel like I got like a ton of rye spice. It was more baking spice, like wood spices, tannins that came through.
I would say it's coming off a little minty now, but it's not. It's definitely not like black pepper or like your traditional rye flavors.
God, that drink's so much hotter than the other one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's got that mouth drying effect, but still makes your mouth water at the same time. It's like that heat comes through, dries the palate while your tongue like it just salivates.
Yeah, it's like reminding me of breakfast as a kid when you go to the shitty diners with your grandparents and get the white toast that's been sitting out for way too long, and then you put the strawberry jam on it. It's like it's so much strawberry jam to me, just with just a really great texture.
You know, I think they shut down the last Sherry's in Oregon the other day.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of. It's
Yeah.
like specifically Sherry's.
Mm-hmm. I guess you gotta buy the whiskey to get the flavor now.
But yeah, I think to wrap it up, like I'd say the 135th is definitely more complex. It's definitely a better whiskey, but I would probably reach for the 24 more, just because it's a little more interesting, and the 135th doesn't really do anything exciting for me. But I would say if you like the berry flavors more, The 135th is definitely more up your alley. It's just the like strawberry jam note on this 24 is insane.
Yeah, tart dark berries on like creme brulee, a little bit of that like spicy tobacco and like I don't know. It's like a burnt sugars or something. It's a yeah. It's got the full spectrum. I feel like you go from the fruit to the dark tannic, like leather or not leather, but the tobacco, lacking the leather, the sugars, the wood sugars. Kind of hits all these where I think maybe the way the heat comes through on this one just kind of covers up some of those. Maybe on like letting this sit out a little longer, like
But
some of those might come through a little more.
But it's weird to me because the heat doesn't necessarily like ruin the whiskey to me. It's more like it adds to that the
Creates the
mouthfeel.
mouthfeel, yeah. Yeah, it's a good pour. I'd just be interesting to see how it changes over time.
Alright guys, I think that'll do it for this one. So let us know your thoughts in the comments. We'll see you on the next one.